This is CBSSports.com's College Basketball 360. I'm Kevin Court. Great to have you with us, everybody. Time to look ahead to one of the most outstanding teams in all of college basketball, the Kentucky Wildcats. And to help us do that, we welcome our insiders, of course, to the program, Gary Parrish and Jeff Goodman once again. Guys, Calipari's got great recruiting. He's got fantastic young talent. Can anybody out there stop this guy? First to you, Gary Parrish.
It doesn't look like it. I mean, listen, he's coming off a national championship. He reloaded with, another recruiting class full of pros. And depending on who you ask, is a favorite to win a championship again this year with a completely different roster, certainly a preseason top 5 team, no matter who you ask. And then next year with the recruiting class he's already got committed, they're probably looking at being preseason number 1 based on what he'll enroll regardless of what he keeps from this actual roster. So it's starting to look like he's going to dominate college basketball on and off the court until he decides to do something else with his life.
It's a down year for Kentucky right now in their top 3. I mean, think about that and what they have going forward. He can get anybody who he wants in recruiting. He won the national title. Now, what I will say is last year he had 2 special freshmen, and Anthony Davis and Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, who were team guys who just knew how to win and put that above everything else. We'll see if this group can do that.
Is this another year, guys, where everybody essentially says, give me my year, give me my title, and I'm going to jet? Or do you expect them to sort of hang on to some of these outstanding players for a while?
I don't think he expects to hang on with, to freshmen anymore. Not the elite level guys that he's signing. One of his sales pitches, and it obviously works, is like, listen, you want to play pro basketball? I want you to play pro basketball. So get here, let's win together, and you can look at, and you've heard him say this a million times, but I think it resonates. Anthony Davis was 4th on this team last year in shots attempted. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist 5th on his team in shots attempted. Those guys went 1 and 2 in the NBA draft. If you can convince young guys that you don't have to shoot or score to be the top pick or the number 2 pick in the NBA draft, now you've really got onto something special. I'm assuming that he'll take this group of freshmen. They'll all be great. They'll win a lot of games. They'll challenge for a national title, and then we'll see them in the NBA draft, same as it was before.
What do kids want more than anything these days? They want to get to the next level, and they want exposure. John Calipari can sell both things more than any other coach in the country, and that's the bottom line. Again, it'll be interesting, though, to see this team. And Ryan Harrow is the point guard, and you hear Alex Poitras is not really a killer, not a guy who wants to be a number 1 guy. Archie Goodwin might have to assume that role. Nerlens Noel in the middle. They're just so young. They don't have any veterans as they did a year ago, and I question whether these freshmen, again, are going to be at Anthony Davis and Michael Kidd-Gilchrist level in terms of prioritizing winning.
That could be the Achilles heel for this band of Wildcats. Quickly, guys, if there is one thing that folks should be aware that could maybe topple the Wildcats this year, what would that one thing be? You just heard Jeff mention that youth could be a problem, that inexperience. Anything else for them, Gary?
Yeah, I think injuries, Jeff and I have talked about this before, but they don't really have much of a bench. They don't have guys, if you lose Ryan Harrow to an ankle or a knee, now what? If you lose a Poitras or a Goodwin or even a Nerlens Noel to some sort of freak injury, now what? I think inexperience is an issue, but certainly the potential of an injury could make them go from a great team to just another team.
You heard Jeff mention they could be inexperienced. You heard Gary talk about injuries. Then again, they have all the talent in the world. We'll see how the Wildcats wrap up the campaign this college basketball season. Big thanks to our experts, Gary Parrish and Jeff Goodman, joining us once again. I'm Kevin Court. This is College Basketball 360 with a preview of the Kentucky Wildcats. We'll see you again next time right here on CBSSports.com.